What's up, you guys? Today is just gonna be a nice little update video on the old Patreon here. I was editing my Patreon here because a couple of new changes have warranted a little bit of an update video for you guys. So what we got going on here is for $5 or more a month, it was always access to the Minerva Survival server. And for $10 or more a month, you'd be granted access to the Minerva Anarchy server. If you have not heard of these, then the Patron Survival is just a survival community where they have been building a lot of farms, and we got a lot of decorative stuff because they got a nice builders on there, and there's some pretty cool things going on. I'm not actually going to show that right now because I want this just to be a quick one-take video. And then the Anarchy server was a server where you can do anything you want, you know, hacked clients, modded clients, you can fly around doing whatever, you can grief bases, you can work together, you can do whatever you want. It's an Anarchy server, was for $10 a month. And seeing as there wasn't a lot of activity on the Anarchy server, in fact, we only have one $10 a month patron, everybody else was just sort of supporting the channel and didn't really have any interest in that. We have decided to open this up to the $5 a month patrons, which means effective as soon as possible, all of the Minerva Survival patrons will be whitelisted on the Anarchy server, and at your leisure, you guys can log in and go play on there. If you guys know of anybody that you think would be interested in this service, or if you have some friends who might want to become patrons, please send them this link because it helps support the channel a lot, and it keeps the servers alive that we host these on. So that's kind of it. Just sort of spread the word, and these roles have been shifted. Well, that's not it, but that's sort of the main point. Now, a couple of other things are the $5 a month tier will now be crediting people in the end of my videos. So, if I can actually pull this up while I'm talking, my outro screen has always been for $10 a month patrons, and I've now moved that over to $5 a month patrons. So I got this nice little picture right here, so you guys can see all the $5 plus patrons are going to be credited at the end of my videos, and I think that's pretty cool. Now, for $10, it's really just going to be a support tier. If you pledge $10 a month, it really does help a lot more than you guys might imagine, and I really do appreciate it. However, technically speaking, the Minerva VIP role does not really offer anything that these other roles don't. In fact, the Minerva VIP Plus is the only thing where you're going to get anything special out of it. You'll get access to the Super Funky Man Club, which is the members chat on Minerva on our Discord server, and it's actually pretty cool in there. We talk about some things that we don't really talk about and hang out, and you might get some behind the scenes stuff. But the VIP role is sort of a placeholder kind of thing. It's a support tier. If you guys only have $10 to spare, I mean, it really does help a lot. And in the future, if there's more demand for the Minerva Anarchy server, I have had ideas to maybe open like a modded server or a faction server. And in this case, if you pledge $10 a month, you would be given access to the factions, Anarchy, and modded. You know, if there's higher demand, then we move the Anarchy back to $10 a month, because I know that Anarchy can get very hectic on a large scale, so we want to keep that dollar gate a little bit higher. However, we just simply don't have enough interest in it to justify $10. So right now, like I said, there's only one person left who's interested, and I get it. We're working on a smaller scale here. Like if there were zeros on the end of all these patron numbers, it'd be a lot more different of a conversation. 160 patrons on the survival would be crazy, but we have to deal with what we have. So in fact, I've talked to the one guy who's active on here, and I'm like, hey, would you mind if I just move this to $5 because you pledged 10? He's like, you know what, it's totally fine. I'm gonna leave my $10 tier, and I really do appreciate his support. That made me feel pretty good. So this is kind of a for future plans role and a support role now, but the $5 is offering a lot. I mean, if you pledge $5 on Patreon, you'll be getting access to the Minerva Patreon. You'll be getting access to the Minerva Patron Survival, Minerva Patron Anarchy, and you'll be credited at the end of my videos, and you'll be getting a special role on Discord, and you'll be given access to the patrons chat on our Discord server. So link to the Discord, link to the Patreon in the description below. Hope you guys enjoy this little update, I guess. Hope you guys have become interested. Maybe you'll help. Maybe you'll spread the word. I don't know. Any support is appreciated. So that's it for me, and thanks for watching.